Hey, how y'all doing? It's your NYC Traveler here. I bought some new toys and we're going to unbox them. We're not going to use them today. We're just going to unbox them and we will see, add them to the family here. And then when we play with them, we'll come back with you with the testing. For more tips for your trips, please like and subscribe. Well, this you don't really need. This is one of those brackets that gives you the triple hot shoe thingy. And I bought these things. I have two now, so that I wouldn't have to keep switching from one bag to the other depending on what equipment I take. I bought it because sometimes I'm using the Rode Wireless Pro. I'm recording with that now. This is the other transmitter. But when you record with that, you need to mount it. It mounts onto the cold shoe. So that would be for one. And then sometimes you have a small light. And then sometimes you want to put a battery holder. I have the battery holder upstairs. Unfortunately, I bought 3 battery holders. One of them is definitely for a larger battery. The other 2 do not fit the battery that I really like to take with me. Fits the smaller one. You know, the one that might die a little sooner, but, you know, maybe I'll find another battery holder. But so I have this little gadget, and it's going to be great. So this is the Sony FX3. Well, the cage, I think this cage is going to stay on permanently. It doesn't add that much to the, first it doesn't really add that much weight, and it doesn't add that much bulk. But if I'm not carrying everything with me that goes to the cage, then this is perfect. And that goes for the Nikon Z8 and the Nikon Z30 there that I'm recording on. I'm recording on the Nikon Z30. So this is probably going to be used mostly on the Z30. And I have the phone in a cage, or I have the phone in something. I can also use it for that. Also, I have a cage for my GoPros. And they have two cold shoes here, and if you need to, there you go. All right, so this thing is a great tool. This one is the Micro Nova. No, the Mic Nova. Maybe Mic Nova? I don't know. MICNOVA. I'm not really endorsing them. What? Now, no one is paying me for anything. I don't have that many followers. I don't have that many views. So neither Amazon, neither any of the companies here, there's no endorsement. You know, there's nothing. They didn't send me anything. They didn't give me anything. They didn't lend me anything. So I have none of that. Oh, okay. So although this thing says Mic Nova in my phone here, it's the Movo. So we'll get that information up there for you. And that's what we got here. Okay, so that's great. All right, so that's the small thing. And what would you use all that for? And then you saw last time when we had an unboxing, I'm really super excited about this cage. And a good thing about this cage here for the GoPros, if you want to hook other things up, this right here, your wires can go through there. How cool is that? Okay, but I digress. I bought other toys for the GoPro. I'm so excited. And why would I buy something for the GoPro when I have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3? But I did anyway. I bought the display. I finally bought the monitor after owning a couple of GoPros. So I have the Hero 13 and I have the Hero 12. And I am really excited. So here we are unboxing this. And of course, I took it out upside down because that's where the tape was. And here is the Star Attraction. It comes in a case. Oh, that is wonderful. Comes with a cord. I'm really happy that all the GoPro accessories still come with a cord. And oh yeah, okay, I got it open. And here it is. And so we are going to charge this little baby up. Okay, I have the Hero 13 in the media mod. And I have the anamorphic lens attached. So what you do is that you will bend this so that, and this is plastic. So I think you should be very, very kind to the mount. I'm going to charge it up and we'll get it running and we will show you how it goes. There you go. Okay, so we plug things in and we're going to let the games begin. Okay, another GoPro toy that I bought, which I had forgotten to buy it. Oh, this one you don't have to cut, this one. Is the magnetic latch mount. That only is going to work on my Hero 13. It's not going to work on the 12. Well, it comes like packaged like this. Look at all of that packaging here. It's a lot. And it comes with a screw there. I'm making sure there's nothing else in there. Okay. Nothing else is in there. Comes with a book. The purpose of this, okay, what I have on top of my Volta is like a tripod adapter here, so that, as you know, the Hero 12 and the Hero 13, they have screws right underneath here, and you can just screw them right on when you want to. See? And there I go. And then when I need to take it right off to disassemble it, I can do that. And this kind of also does that. See, it went right on there, but it's not as secure. It goes right in there. It latches, and I think you heard the click. So let me squeeze the, all right, so there are 2 latches here that you squeeze. I guess I should take the paper off, but you know how you want to keep things looking new? So I'm going to keep the paper on for a minute. Don't judge me. Be kind in the comments. Okay, and it goes in there, and it screws, and then, so now I actually don't need this. Okay, so this is going to go on here like this. And they actually gave a screw. So, but I think I'm going to continue to use what I have. And word of caution, if you're new to like maneuvering your GoPro around, you know, don't screw these things in too tight. I know you want to keep them, but you know. All right, so there we have. So now, to disassemble it, I'm just going to unlatch it, and there I go. And then put it back on, and oh my goodness, I think I might need to get another one. I like this. Okay, so we're ready to go. Well, almost ready to go. When we hook up the display, we'll be ready to go. One more thing for the GoPro. So let me tell you, this is by Niwa. It's a tripod mount, and it's a great one because it has, it goes on to, it's a cold shoe mount with the latch like this, so you don't have to worry about, see how I could just put that on. With the Hero 13, I put the Hero 13 horizontally, and then Hero 12 vertically. Now I was just away with this setup here, and if it's raining, I will take the media mod off. So now I am recording with a, and this sometimes is having the anamorphic lens, but if I even have a regular lens on, I get my vertical and my horizontal, and I don't have to decide what I want to post, where I want to post it, how I want to post it. I'm recording the same footage with the vertical horizontal. So yeah, so there they are. They are both recording, and you can see the tally lights there. And I'm recording myself horizontally and vertically. How cool is that? Okay. But anyway, but then if I'm just working with one camera and I don't want to keep, they make remotes. I bought the cheaper remote. So I bought the waterproof shutter remote. I thought that was a little bit more practical for me right now, particularly if I'm not using the media mod and I was out and it did start raining, and I was glad I had the GoPro. I had to put everything else away and I can just keep recording and having fun because the GoPro is waterproof. So this is the waterproof shutter remote. And since it's Bluetooth, that you're going to have to Bluetooth something to it. So the Volta, by the way, is not waterproof. So when you hook this up into there, you're supposed to be operating this remotely from the handle. Okay, and this is also serves as a little bit of a tripod if you want it to. Okay, and then because the way you have, if you have this on here, you can move this back and forth and, you know, have a lot of fun. Okay. And by the way, the Volta can only be Bluetooth to one thing at a time, and that goes for everything. But if I'm using this waterproof shutter remote, I can do it when I'm snorkeling or when I'm in bad weather. Okay, I have the floaty stick. I have the other floating thing too that you put around the GoPro, but it's a pain in the neck when you want to change batteries or put in a new memory card or something like that. So this floats just as well. You put this on your wrist and then, oops, sorry. Then you can secure it like this to make it tighter on your wrist. And, you know, there you go. And this is great when you're in bad weather. If you're not snorkeling or swimming, you take the medium model off of this, so I'll use this one. And this is waterproof, and this brand new remote that I bought is waterproof. So now I'm ready to go in any kind of, oh, by the way, no, the only waterproof with the original lens. I have to take that off when it starts raining. All right, so here is a strap. And here is the remote. So the strap, you could put on like a little watch. It takes a battery. It doesn't charge. I need a coin. The thing I use for the coin, it's upstairs in my other bag. Oh my God, this thing is it's really tight. Okay. Got it off. There's the battery. So it comes with a battery. And the reason why it's you align the prongs up with the holes back to get it in there safely. And then make sure it's tight because this thing is supposed to be waterproof. They did have a shield in here, but you had to open it up. They did have a shield in here to protect it. Open it up, take the battery out, and take the shield out. Okay, now we press the on button, and yeah, there she blows. Let me turn the GoPro 12 back on. You swipe down, swipe over, pair. Oh, it paired it. As soon as I put this on, it paired. I didn't even have to hit pair. The remote is updating, so we're updating here. And this is going to be fun. 62%. Okay, I think we're ready to go. All right, so here we go. Yay! I'm so excited. Oh, how y'all doing out there? Yes. There we go. Oh, the lens is dirty. I gotta clean the lens. But let me turn it off. Oh, this is so great. This is so great. This is going to be, it's waterproof. I'm going to really enjoy it. I have the Kimtech. I have those tissues that pros use. I'm just going to polish it a whole lot clearer. And there we go. Okay. I think this powers down when the camera powers down. Yeah, there's no blue light. There's nothing on. So there we go. So they gave us... So I have the strap is on one end. And then you can put the other strap here to make it like, I guess, a watch, or in case you really want it bigger in the house. So you got the strap here. So I'm going to keep these together. This is going to be great. Okay, I'm so excited. I am here with the GoPro, the display mod. Okay, and the way it goes, you put it this way. So actually it's for, okay, so you put it actually facing out. If you're recording yourself, you're going to see yourself. If you're recording something else, you can bend it down this way and it covers up the regular display. But for this, it's good. Now, people, well, why would you want that when you have this too and stuff like that? Something extra. Some people like a bigger screen, and then sometimes if you're filming someone, they can see themselves while you're using this as almost a filming, like a filmmaking situation. I'm calling this it's like a micro HDMI. It goes into the top port of the media mod. Now this you have to use with the media mod, because once you take the camera out of the media mod, there's no port to put this in. So this is designed for the media mod. And then if you want to use the Volta thing here, you have to make sure that's in the USB, the C port, which is the second one. They play nice, so they fit very well here. Okay, the other thing, it has an on-off button, so you're going to turn it on here, and it's coming on. I'm turning, okay, for some strange, I had hit this by mistake, so the GoPro's recording, so we're going to turn the GoPro on, and we're actually going to turn the Volta on. Okay, so the Volta is on, and that's why I paired my GoPro. If I get another remote, I will pair it with this, but I paired it with this because I have this Volta here. Okay, so, okay, turning the, all right, this is coming, oh, I don't want it on photo, put it back on video. All right, so I'm going to start recording. Yeah, there we go. We've turned it on. We have the GoPro on, and we're recording. Now if I brought it back down this way, it's locked right now. You have to unlock it. All right, we're in business. This is so exciting. So we're about ready to go. By the way, I forgot to tell you one thing about the media mod. You can only have one display on at a time. So when you hit the power button on the display, it switches back and forth between the camera and the display. So you're not going to have both of them at the same time. I just thought you should know that. That's all. Okay, those are my toys. I'm going to go have fun and play. I'm going to put some things together and show you how they worked out. And you all have a nice day. I'm the NYC Traveler. Live, love, travel. And thanks for watching. For more tips for your trips, please like and subscribe.